Football is more than just a game. It's like a big part of life. The beauty of the game lies in its emotions, trophies, and most importantly, the skills of the players. We all adore a well-executed skill. It's a joy to watch. However, FIFA thought some of these skills were too disrespectful and decided to ban them. Can you believe that? It's like limiting the essence of our beloved game. Let's check out some of these banned skills and wonder why FIFA took such a step. So there's this cool trick called the seal dribble. I started in Brazil thanks to a guy named Curlin when he was playing for Cruzeiro. He became famous for it because he could bounce the ball on his forehead while running like a seal playing with the ball. People loved it, and some even thought he could be the next Ronaldinho, all skillful and entertaining. The thing is, not every player can do the seal. It takes a lot of practice to balance the ball on your forehead while running and dodging defenders. But here's the catch. Even though it's a cool move, it's not considered fair play. You could get a yellow card for doing it during a match. FIFA, the soccer bosses, think that it's risky because the ball can go all crazy if someone tries to kick it while it's on your head. So they decided to ban it to protect the players from hurting themselves. That's a pretty big bummer for the seal dribble fans though. Now the second trick we're going to be talking about is the donkey kick free kick. Now it's important to know that not many people in official football circles use or recognize the term donkey kick. Instead, they usually call it a bicycle kick or an overhead kick. This move is impressive and acrobatic, and it needs a lot of athleticism, timing, and coordination. In this free kick routine, a player does a donkey kick to lift the ball for a teammate to strike it forward. Back in 1970, we saw Coventry players pull off this awesome trick against Everton, and it was truly remarkable. It's a shame that this move was banned, even though it's not that different from Ivan Toney's attempt against Arsenal. It's sad that we won't get to see another goal such as that ever again. Neymar is truly one of the best players ever. He's a Brazilian legend, no doubt about it. He came up with his own special way of taking penalty kicks that was so good that FIFA had to stop it. It was basically unstoppable. He would pause just before kicking the ball, and that tricked the goalkeepers big time. He would dive in the wrong direction, and Neymar would easily roll the ball in the opposite corner like it was no big deal. But after scoring 5 penalties in a row with this technique, FIFA decided it was unfair to the goalkeepers, so in 2010, they banned it. The goalkeepers were happy about that, but then they faced their own problems. They too got hit with the ban as well, and that wasn't fun for them. Neymar's penalty kick style was amazing, but it had to be stopped to make things fair for the goalkeepers. You know what was another cool move in football that we can't do anymore? The running knee lock. It's where players used to trap the ball between their knees and run with it. Imagine carrying the ball like you're holding it in your hands while running around. That's just not fair for the other team trying to get the ball from you. Plus, it's risky and can lead to injuries. So it's no wonder they banned it eventually. If you ever tried it in a real game, the referees would stop you and probably give you a warning or even book you. It's just one of those things that had to go to keep the game fair and safe. The next all moves in football. It's that cool trick players do during their grand unveiling at a new club. It's like their way of saying, hey, I've arrived and I've got serious ball skills. They balance the ball on the back of their neck, defying gravity and showing off their supreme ball control. It's a true marvel to watch. But here's the catch. You won't see it often in official matches due to safety concerns. It takes some serious skill and control to pull that move off. So it's usually reserved for unveilings, warm-ups, and other non-official moments. While it's not technically illegal, it's considered a bit unsportsmanlike to do it during a heated match. And honestly, you won't win over the hearts of opposition fans, players, or even the media if you try it in an important game. In fact, referees might even show you a yellow card for attempting it during an official match. So it's best to save the next stall for those epic moments of personal flair and keep the official games free from any quirky distractions. It is an impressive move, no doubt about it, but it's just better suited for the right moments. Now there's this other law in football that forbids a secret goalie skill, which is quite simple. It's been in the game for a few years now. Here's how it goes. If a player passes the ball back to the goalkeeper in their own box during the match, it's considered a foul. But it wasn't always like that. There's a story behind this rule. Back in the 1992 Euros, something extraordinary happened when Denmark surprised the whole world and won the competition. The interesting part is that they weren't even meant to play in it initially. Yugoslavia dropped out just a couple of months before the tournament, and Denmark was chosen as the replacement. They gave them some extra time to come up with a new trick that nobody saw coming. During the games, Denmark used this trick to keep themselves composed and frustrate their opponents, and guess what? It worked like a charm, as they ended up winning the whole thing. However, after the competition, FIFA decided to change the rules. They banned goalies intentionally picking up a back pass from their teammate. It made sense though, because this trick could really slow down the game and disrupt the flow. But you know what? That wasn't the end of it. A few years later, a second version of the skill emerged, and this time, the referees took firm action against it. It's called time wasting, and it wasn't just the goalies doing it. Many teams use this tactic to delay their opponents and control the game. You know what really annoys referees in football? When players waste time intentionally. It's like if you're on the team that's losing, you totally get why they do it. They want to drag out the game as much as they can, but nowadays, referees are really trying hard to stop this behavior. They don't like it at all. In fact, they're dead serious about discouraging players from doing it. They see time wasting as a useless skill in football. So if any player tries to waste time during a game, they'll get a booking for sure. Even the greatest of all time can get booked once. So you know goalkeepers, right? They're the players who usually stay near the goal and don't have to run around as much as the others on the field. But that doesn't mean they can't have fun. When it comes to penalty kicks, goalies can be real stars. One such standout is Emiliano Martinez. He's so good that if you have a penalty against him, chances are you won't ever score. Even the players themselves know that he's got a secret technique that throws them off. We saw this during the 2022 World Cup quarterfinals against the Netherlands, where a match ended in a thrilling 2-2 draw and went to a penalty shootout. Emiliano Martinez showed his magic moves during the shootout, taunting the Dutch players. It was impressive, and thanks to him, Argentina won the World Cup by defeating France in another penalty shootout. But after those shootouts, FIFA decided they had seen enough, so they brought in a new rule starting from July 1st. Now, goalkeepers aren't allowed to taunt or distract penalty takers in any way. FIFA made it clear that they can't touch the goalposts or nets, cause delays, or do anything to disturb the taker during the kick. Sadly, this means no more Martinez-style theatrics. It's a bit of a bummer because he had some serious skills on the pitch. But rules are rules, and FIFA wants to keep things fair and focused during penalty kicks. You really won't believe the crazy thing that happened in the game. The Golden Count had a chance to score, but he couldn't because of the silly rule. You see, when a player throws the ball in, they can't score directly from it. If it goes into the opponent's goal, it's just a goal kick for the other team. It's a real shame though, because I was really looking forward to getting cyborg arm implants next week, but with all these rules, it's getting frustrating. It seems like the rule guys are ruining the game for us. Even the master of dribbling Ronaldinho got upset when they banned one of his amazing moves. Nobody can come close to him when it comes to dribbling skills. Ronaldinho is simply untouchable. Among his crazy skills, there was one masterpiece that he really loved. It's just too bad we won't get to see it in the game anymore. So in a nutshell, these banned football tricks truly showcase the incredible creativity and innovation from players. Despite some being forbidden, they've left a lasting impact on the game's history. So which one of these tricks surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting football content.